girls, Miss Beat Basics here. I want to welcome you back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're going to be getting into it, talking about one of my most favorite parts of doing my makeup, highlighting. I am a highlighter junkie by all means. I have so many highlighters that I've lost count about how many that I actually have. But this was no exception when I took myself from work yesterday and went and stood outside of the store so I could get my hands on, yes, you see it right, Jaclyn Hill's face palette. This is the truth. I actually, when I came home, I started swatching and playing around with it, showing it off on my Snapchat, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't sleep. I had to go into my diva den and come up with this makeup look that you see me wearing right now. I'm just going to zoom in so you can get a closer look at what I came up with. I'm really happy with the way these colors blended together. If you can see, I have Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop on my cheek, and I have Pamplemosse as my blush. All of these colors just blend like heaven together, and with a Rosé Spritz, I actually put that in the inner corner of my eye. I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but I actually use it as an inner corner highlight, and oh my god, it is just amazing. I love these colors. I know I'm going to be using this to death this summer because I want to glow to the gods. I mean, it's that serious. I actually put some on my décolletage so that I could show you guys how amazing these colors look, especially against our chocolate skin tone. Ugh, like it's just to die for. We have to go out and get this palette before it runs out because I believe it's limited edition. I may be wrong there, but I believe it's limited edition. Women of color, please go out and grab one of these palettes if you can. The summertime will love you for it. Believe that. So, now that I finished talking about my personal experience, about what I went through to get this palette, I'm going to start talking about the packaging. I love the box that she came up with. The box that they came up with for the packaging and everything. And it's pretty great because they do have a little legend on the back that shows you the colors that you get. There are the two mineral blushes on the top there. And I guess this is, I'm not sure what they call this one. Let me see. I think that this is a illuminating blush. Yeah, it's a luminous blush. So you have your three blushes on the top here. These two are just mineralized blushers. The last one here is a luminous blush. And the bottom here are your two main stars of the show, Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop. And I do love that they have a legend on the back that just shows you, placement of the colors and everything. And it's a really pretty box. I love the packaging. Becca does not disappoint when it comes to packaging. I actually was wondering why they didn't make this packaging the same as the Champagne Pop packaging, but whatever, it's all cute, right? So let's get into the palette. I have to show you how pretty this is. When I first saw it, for some reason I didn't think that it was going to be, it's actually printed underneath this kind of clear coating, so this isn't going to rub off. I really do like that. So after having it for a little bit, focus in there. There we go. After having it for a little bit, you won't have to worry about anything rubbing off. It actually will stay. I think this is super cute, and I think it's going to be great for traveling as well. Again, they do have a legend on the back that shows you the colors. Come on, show up. There we go. There's a legend on the back that shows you the colors and everything. Okay, I don't know if that's showing up for you guys, but it's there. Okay, and when you open this beautiful gorgeousness of a palette, I mean, really, you get a little sheet here that actually has the name of the colors that are in the palette as well, but put that aside for now. Look at how, you can tell I've been using this, right? Look at how beautiful these colors are. I mean, oh my god. Seriously? I'm like, I have a little, heart spasm every time I open this palette and look at it. So across the top you have your blushes, and the bottom two are the highlighters, obviously. The first one here is Rosé Spritz. This is your luminous blush, okay? That's the color that I have on my inner corner, as I told you, because I was just playing around and said, let's just see how it looks in there, and it just blew me away when I put it together with this look. So yeah, keep that in mind, ladies. You can use it for other things. Okay, so here's your second blush here. This is Amaretto. This is a nice, like, very neutral toned kind of reddish brown color. I guess like just for a wash of color across the cheek, I think that this color would be ideal. It's not too in your face, it's not too loud, but it just gives you a little bit of warmth to the face once you're finished doing your makeup look. If you're doing like a no makeup look, or you just don't feel like wearing a lot that day, I think that Amaretto is a really good choice. Now the last one is the star of the show for me in regards to blushes when it comes to this palette. Pamplemosse is just amazing. This corally kind of pinkish hue, it's just amazing. I mean, look at it on my cheekbone. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it's such an amazing color. I just love it. This is going to look good on all skin tones. I personally am a sucker for coral blushes, so when I saw the combination of coral pink colors in this palette, I was like, who was I kidding when I said, oh, I don't think I'm going to get this palette? I knew I was lying to myself. Once I saw it starting to be swatched and I saw the palette and how it looked and everything, I just had to get my hands on it. Hence me standing outside of the store like a crackhead. But whatever, I got my palette and I'm very happy about that. But yeah, Pamplemosse is a beautiful blush and also a really tasty fruit. But anyway, I love the blush colors in this palette. Now, let's get into the highlighters. OMG. I mean, look at this. We all know the beautiful champagne pop right here is, you know, everybody and their mama know about this color, and it's still beautiful. There's no change there. Would you look at Prosecco? It is just everything. I mean, this color is made for us women of color, ladies with a little bit of melanin in your skin. Yeah, this color right here, this highlighter is... It's just, I can't stop talking about it. Every time I swatch it, I mean, when I did my makeup look, I had to go ham and put some on my décolletage because why not, right? Summer's here. Do it. But I mean, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I have absolutely nowhere to go. So yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose. But whatever. I had to play in this makeup and do a full-on look. And this was very fun to do. So I'm not going to have a problem using this in the summer all over my body and everywhere else. So definitely, if you get a chance, get this palette. You need it. So now, I'm done rambling. Let's get into the swatches. I've gone ahead and I've done the swatches against my skin tone so you can see how they look against our beautiful chocolate skin. And true to form, I've done a finger swipe and a brush swatch next to it. And just to give you an idea of the brush that I used, it's one of Sonia Kashuk's limited edition, from one of her limited edition brush sets. Just a dual fiber brush, nothing spectacular, but this is what I use for the brush swatch, okay? And I'm going to be showing the blushes from right to left. So first up would be Rosé Spritz, Amaretto, and then Pamplemosse. Alright? Okay, so let's get into those swatches. Alright, actually, you know what? Let me tighten this frame just a little bit so that you can get a close-up shot of how it looks. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so first up is Rosé Spritz. I am in love with this color against my skin tone. First thing that comes to mind when I see this color is Orgasm from Nars. Tell me it doesn't remind you of that. Such a beautiful duochrome, peachy, coral, duochrome gold color. I just love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, and next up is Amaretto. There's your brush swatch right there and your finger swipe right next to it. This color I think is going to be really great for when you're, like I said, for doing a no makeup look. I think this is going to be a really great color to help warm up the face. So I'm really eager to use this one. And Jackie Ina said so I'm on it. And the last blush color in this palette is Pamplemosse, which is, for me, the star of the show when it comes for blushes. It is just the most beautiful coral color. I just love it. It builds up beautifully. I like the finger swatch. I did the finger swatch heavy so you can see how it looks, but the brush swatch next to it is exactly how it looks on your skin. It's just a wash of color, and it's so easy to build this color up. So yeah, this is like, for me, a winner in this palette. So there are all three colors. That luminous blush is just taking over my life right now. Come on, camera, focus. Anyway, there you go. All right, so let's get into the highlighters. Okay, on to the highlighters. So here they are. There is Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop. Just beautiful. And I'm going to tighten the frame once again so you can get a close-up look of what it looks like on my skin tone. Okay, there we go. Now, tell me this is not the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen. Highlighter goodness all over the place. I mean, damn, right? Yes, so there's the Mama color, Champagne Pop. Your finger swipe and your brush swatch next to it. Love this color to top off other highlighters. Like, this color is a bit bright for me to Champagne Pop is a bit bright for me to use just on its own with nothing else, but I love layering it on top of all of my other highlighters. It just looks amazing. It has this amazing crystal effect to it. It just looks beautiful on my Cupid's bow and on the high points of my cheekbones. Just beautiful. But can we just talk about Prosecco Pop? Like, really? This is the most beautiful golden, oh, please focus, don't do that to me. There we go. This is the most beautiful golden hue of a highlighter that I've ever seen, and it mixes beautifully with Champagne Pop. Just to keep that in mind, these colors go well, beautiful together, but Prosecco Pop on its own is a heart attack color. I mean, I can't even, when I look at this color just swatched against my skin, it's just too beautiful. And as I said, with the makeup look that I'm wearing right now, I put it on as my main highlight, and then I just topped it off with a bit of Champagne Pop, and then my Pamplemosse there. But look at this glow, honey. Okay? I just wish I could walk around greeting people like this on the side so they could see my highlight first. You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could do that? Ugh. Yeah, but this is the glow in full effect. I am a big fan of this palette. I cannot say enough about it. I am just so happy that it decided to go out. Oh my god, I almost dropped it. Yeah, that can't happen on camera. I'll fully die. Okay, so there are the swatches of the palette. And sorry about my zooming skills are really weak, so sorry about that. But yeah, so those are the two highlighters side by side there, and I mean, like I said, I am just completely in love. I went ham and just coated my chest in this color, and I'm very glad that I did, even though I have to go and wash it off right when I'm finished. But anyway, I forgot to mention as well that I went ahead and got the the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop as well. And can I just tell you how this color here, oh my god, this is going to make the most amazing body highlight over the summer. It's just amazing. I'm going to swatch it for you and show you because it's subtle, but it's still got this strong sheen to it. So believe me, you put this color down and layer your highlight on top of it, you will be seen from outer space, no doubt. But anyway, let's get into the swatch of the highlighter cream. Okay, so yeah, so this is what I was talking about. I really like this water drop packaging that they originally did for her first Champagne Pop release, collaboration with Becca. And they did the same thing for the Skin Shimmering Perfector. But for the palette, for some reason, they changed the box. I don't know why, but whatever, it's fine. The product is what we're most interested in. Here is the packaging for the actual product. Same as all of our other highlighters in the same box. I actually have two other of her highlighters. Sorry, the Skin Perfectors. I have Topaz and I have Rose Gold, which I think are both beautiful. I love using these. I really don't like using stuff like this. I know that you can mix it in with your foundation and use it all over your face and everything. For me, that's not a good thing because I am that T-zone girl, and it's just, when it gets too much going on there, it's you're being seen from outer space in a very bad way. It's not cute. So I don't like to mix these in to my foundations. I like to just use them and dot them in the places where I want to be most illuminated, to most stand out. This is what I use these kinds of things for, and because of that, I'll never be without Skin Perfecting highlighter because these will last me forever. But anyway, yeah, Champagne Pop, I was so excited when they were coming out with a liquid form of this particular color because it is so beautiful. I've gone ahead and put a swatch on the back of my hand just so you can see the consistency of the formula. Same as the other ones, same as the other Shimmering Skin Perfectors. They're, you know, very thick and rich. You know, there's the consistency of it. And I'm just going to rub it out on my hand so that you can see. I mean, look at this. When you're rubbing it out, look at how it's just glowing, right? I mean, when the sun hits this, it's going to be heart-stopping. I just can't even. I smeared it all over my hand and actually went into the sunlight just to see how it would look, and I was just blown away. Festivals are going to be seeing this color on me this year, honey. Okay, so there she is, just smeared out on the back of my hand. And I mean, these are great lights, like my ring light is great and everything, but the sunlight does this the most justice. You see the true beauty of this color when you put it in the sunlight, but just with the artificial lighting, you get exactly the idea I'm talking about how shimmery and sheeny that it is. Yeah, you can't go wrong. You have to get, I mean, like I said, the palette's great and everything, but if you decide that you don't want to go with the palette, get the Shimmering Skin Perfector. Believe me, you won't be sorry. It is such a beautiful color, and when it's not in the light, when you can't see it in the light, I wish I could show this to you off camera, but it's hard to. When you look at it, it has this yellow golden undertone, so even when you're not in any kind of sunlight or any kind of direct light hitting your face, you're still going to have this golden hue on your skin from this highlight if you use it the way that I do. If you mix it in with your foundation, of course it's not going to be the same, but if you just dabble it onto the spots where you want to show up the most, you're going to see that golden kind of highlight whenever you're not in any direct sunlight, okay? So yeah, this Skin Perfector is everything. I had to get it. Okay, so now that I've gone ahead and I've swatched out Champagne Pop, and you saw how it looks spread out on the back of my hand, I'm going to go ahead and show you Topaz. That's this beauty right here. Shimmering Skin Perfector. And here she is. There's a consistency on the back of my hand there. Okay. A nice deep bronzy color. And I'm going to go ahead and just spread it out on the back of my hand. What I love about these liquid highlighters, they're so amazing. Like, I personally can't mix these in with my foundation because they make me look like any grease ball, and it's not a good look. So what I do is I use these on the high points of my cheekbone, my cupid's bow. Just I place it strategically so that I know where I want it to be, and then I go over it with my powdered highlight, and that's how I get the look I want. That's my preference, to use it that way. And here we go. There she is, Topaz, spread out all over the back of my hand. I mean, look at that sheen. Let me just zoom in a bit so you can see this. Yeah, there she is. I mean, it's just beautiful. The way she just reflects, she picks up everything. And for girls who can wear illuminators mixed into their foundation, yeah, this would definitely be a winner on a woman of color. This Topaz, the bronze reflect that it has coming off of it is just to die for. Just beautiful. Okay, so now for my last Shimmering Skin Perfector, there's Rose Gold. There's the packaging, just like the other ones. And here she is on the back of my hand. There's a consistency, same as the other two. And you can see the rose color in there. It's just so pretty. And when you rub her out on the back of the hand, I mean, really, it's just, I can't even speak when I'm doing this. I get tongue-tied. It's just so pretty. Yeah, like these kinds of colors, I wish I had the type of skin that I could mix these with my foundations and stuff, but it just doesn't work for me. I don't know. But yeah, even for a subtle glow, like I would use all of these, I would use every last one of them. Even on my body, I would use them. They just spread so beautifully. It's just too pretty not to use everywhere. Ugh, I love it. So there is Rose Gold. Let me zoom in so you can get a better look at that as well. Okay. Isn't she just beautiful? I mean, oh my goodness. It's a little lighter than the other ones, but I do like that. It's not ashy or anything. It just comes off, see? When I take it out of the light, it still doesn't look too ashy or anything. It's still really, really pretty. I am just loving these colors, loving all of them. I'm going to be glowing like any disco ball this summer. And always, I like to glow in the winter too, girl. Okay, so as promised, I've gone ahead and swatched Orgasm and Rosé Spritz side by side just so we can see a comparison of how they look side by side next to each other, because when I look at them in the pans, they look exactly alike, and this is the first time I'm seeing them compared too. So you're experiencing this for the first time along with me. So I'm just going to show you both of the products side by side. There is your Rosé Spritz, there's your Nars, okay? I'm going to show that. Alright. And I was a little disappointed in regards to texture. I found that the Nars one was extremely coarse, and the Becca one was extremely buttery. Much easier glide on, much easier application, and much easier to buff out. So once again, yeah, I'm going to zoom in so you just get a better look of the colors. Okay, so here we go. Alright, here they are. So here is your Rosé Spritz. Okay. And your brush swatch right next to it. And then there is your Nars Orgasm with your brush swatch next to it. Now, what did I say when I showed you these colors before? The Rosé Spritz is a lot stronger than the Orgasm. You see the coral pink color coming through here with the finger swipe as well as with the brush swatch, more so than in the Nars. In the Nars one, you do the finger swipe, you do see the coral in there, but I find that the gold picks up more. I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but the gold definitely picks up more than the peach tone. It's still a beautiful color, don't get me wrong. It's just that I find that this one shows up the coral a lot more, and being a sucker for coral, I think I know which one's going to be getting more use. Anyway, so here's the brush swatch of Orgasm right next to it. Still a beautiful, beautiful wash of a duochrome peachy coral kind of color. Peachy coral goldish duochrome color. I really do love it. So I do love both of them, just not as equally. Now that I see them side by side, I think that the Becca Cosmetics Rosé Spritz wins over the Nars Orgasm by far. But that's just my personal opinion. Not everybody is the same. Some people would like the wash of gold to show up more than they would the actual color. So, I mean, it's all about preference. It is makeup, you know. We can play and wear whatever we want and prefer whatever we want. So that's the fun part about it. So there you go. That's Rosé Spritz and Orgasm. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my review of the Shimmering Skin Perfectors and the Jaclyn Hill Becca Cosmetics Collection collaboration. I've been so happy to play in these colors and just put highlighters all over myself for no other reason other than to just look at it, because yeah, it's that serious. Anyway, so that brings us to the end. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any products or any kind of makeup ideas or whatever that you want me to try out and, you know, show on my channel, please leave it in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to get on it, as I've mentioned before. Until then, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and we'll hope to see you next time. Until then, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and we'll see you next time, gorgeous. Bye.